Moving across to the Europa League now. The first semi-final we're going to focus on sees Athletic Bilbao playing host to Manchester United. And Bilbao, they got past Scottish side Rangers in their last matchup. Bilbao were held to a goalless draw by 10-man Rangers at Ibrox in the first leg. However, the return fixture was a simple enough 2-0 win with goals scored by Sanse and Nico Williams. In terms of form, that does mean that the Spanish side are unbeaten in their last 3 Europa League matchups. They host a Manchester United side whose quarter-final second leg against Lyon was one of the watches of the tournament. After a dramatic 2-2 first leg thanks to Cherki's last-minute equaliser, the stage was set for a tense second leg at Old Trafford. Manchester United would take a 2-0 lead into half-time thanks to the unlikely goal scorers of Ugarte and Dalot, but a quick 6-minute double by Lyon's Tolisso and Tagliafico saw the 90-minute score finish 2-2 once again. Now, extra time does have a bit of a reputation for being a dull affair, but this game was the absolute exception to this. Lyon started off better with goals from Cherki and Lacazette to hand Lyon a 4-2 lead on the night and a 6-4 league on aggregate overall. However, Manchester United did remember that they were the side of the last-minute comeback, Ruben Amorim channeling his inner Alex Ferguson, and the Red Devils managed to score 3 times within a 7-minute span. The first goal was a converted Fernandes penalty, with Kobbie Manu scoring on the stroke of the 120th minute to tie the game up once again. Then 1 minute later, Manchester United managed to win the ball back after Lyon's kickoff, and they launched the ball in the box from the left flank for Harry Maguire to nod the ball home for a 5-4 win on the night and a 7-6 aggregate win in dramatic circumstance. In terms of form, that comeback win continued what has been a really good showing in Europe for the Red Devils this season. They're yet to taste defeat across their 12 matches on the continent. When we take a look at the head-to-head record, it's been a fair while since Bilbao have played Manchester United. We have to go all the way back to the 2011-2012 edition of the Europa League. Bilbao won both legs in the round of 16 clash, 3-2 at Old Trafford and then 2-1 at Bilbao for a 5-3 aggregate win. Despite Wayne Rooney scoring all 3 goals for Manchester United, the braces of Oscar De Marcos and Fernando Llorente and a goal from Muniain was simply too much for Manchester United to overcome. Bilbao went on from this success to go all the way to the final of the Europa League before falling to fellow Spanish side Atletico Madrid. My prediction for today's game is that with the most recent encounter being 13 years ago, I don't think we can really read anything into those results. However, the more recent games in the Europa League does indicate that both sides have an ability to find the back of the net, as well as allowing a few goals themselves, so I'm going to be looking at both teams to score. Bilbao have seen both teams to score in 4 of the last 6 Europa League matchups, and in 2 of their last 3 home games, whereas Manchester United have seen both teams to score in each of the last 4 Europa League matches, and in 5 of their 6 away matches in this competition. When we take a look at the head-to-head record, for what it's worth, both teams to score did come up at the round of 16 match back in 2012. Therefore, I'm going to back both teams to score for a full stake here in bet number 3.